So you can probably tell from the background gameplay that I'm quite a huge fan of Cod Zombies, and well, huge fan would be an understatement. I fucking love Cod Zombies. Cod Zombies is the one series that I fell in love with, and it was one of the four major game series that made me fall in love with gaming. Um, but you're probably wondering, how did I get involved with Cod Zombies? How did I get involved with the Cod Zombies community? And where was my beginning in all of this? What was my history with Cod Zombies? Well, it started in 2008 when my family had a PC. We had a family PC, and I was on it pretty often. I was playing the likes of Roblox at the time. I was playing like other Flash games, like Club Penguin when Club Penguin was still popping. But I was mainly watching YouTube. And from watching YouTube, I discovered a bunch of games, a bunch of just content. YouTube back in 2008 was so cool, and there was just so much. However, I think it was like IGN, I'm very certain, post 15 minutes gameplay of Not Done Toten. After watching those 15 minutes, I fell in love with the series, to the point where I wanted nothing but to play the series. I'd watch constant videos on the series, especially the World at War based maps, because I believe at the time when I was really into it, like super into it, there was only like World at War and no, there was only like World at War maps, so like only Nut, Varut, and Shilonuma, I think, and then Duris. However, of course, I only had a PS2 and I had a PC. So what I initially did is I got World at War for the PS2, and upon getting that, I realized that it only has the campaign, and that its campaign is poo-poo. So I'm like, oh crap, like what am I supposed to do now? So I convinced my parents to buy me a PC copy of World at War. I get the copy of World at War, and my PC cannot run World at War. Yes, my PC from 2008 could not run World at War. So I had to wait a few years to get an Xbox. I believe it was, yeah, I had an Xbox, of course, I think around like 2009-ish. But I never had Xbox Live, and I really wanted Xbox Live because I wanted to play Puppet Match. Because like I say, I would have been a newbie going into Zombies. I wanted to play some other players to see if I could make it further than I normally would. Roll on the summer of 2010. The summer of 2010 is when my parents finally allowed me to play online gaming, which I don't know if that was a very good idea or not. I want to say it was no, it wasn't summer 2010. It was summer 2011, I believe it was. So I was around 10 years old. I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but whatevs, you know. Alongside that, my uncle gifted me Modern Warfare 2. I didn't end up playing Modern Warfare 2 much, and I actually gave him back his copy of Modern Warfare 2. But what I ultimately did is I went to go buy Black Ops 1. I had Halo Reach as well. That was another game I wanted to play. I'll do a separate video on Halo and my history of that series. But I bought a copy of Black Ops 1. I bought Black Ops 1 throughout the DLC seasons, like midway through. It was the period between Call of the Dead and Shangri-La. So if you don't know, Call of the Dead was the second DLC. Black Ops 4 had 4 DLCs. It had Ascension, Call of the Dead, Shangri-La, and then the World at War maps remastered / Moon and or Moon. But I bought it in between of Call of the Dead and Shangri-La. So it was around mid 2011, yeah. And my first ever highlight with Zombies was reaching round 20 on the map. I reached round 20 on Ascension, and I remember telling my parents, and my dad was actually really proud of me for it. He was like, oh, well done, I'm so proud of you for it. Which was insane, and oh god, like see the rounds I can get to now. I can get to like round 100 on some maps with no issues. Like, it's insane, and so much I've done in Cod Zombies is just insane now. Like, I've done multiple Easter eggs, I've done multiple high rounds. It's just so insane. But of course, over time, I would play Zombies in and out, of course. I would obviously play other games as well. And then Black Ops 2 came around. And Black Ops 2, I almost fell out of love with Zombies because of the likes of Transit, Die Rise. However, the likes of Mob of the Dead, Buried, and Origins brought me back in. Origins weirdly didn't know. Origins, I think Origins has always been a map that I haven't liked since the start, and I wonder if it because it was actually really difficult to set up and was too complicated. Like, my brain when I was younger, I would have been like 12, 13, I could not handle, like, mentally I couldn't, make sense of Origins. And I think since then I have not been a fan of Origins. I think Origins is a brilliant map, but I just personally don't really like it. And then, obviously, I took a little break then from COD, or not really. I played a lot of Ghosts with my friends, but then I also played AW a lot. And AW Zombies is the Zombies mode that I really appreciate, to be honest. I think AW Zombies is fine. AW Zombies obviously has its issues, but every single Zombies mode has its issues. Although we have to talk about Infection and how shit Infection is. Infection is atrocious. Do not play Infection if you like yourself. Anyway, roll on Black Ops 3, and Black Ops 3 I was so fucking hyped for. Black Ops 3 looked so good to be true, and well, it was true. When it came out, I remember I wanted to play Public Match. I wanted to play, I think the Giant Public Match, because I really wanted to play Darius. However, Public Match Day 1 was broken. So I played solo for the first ever time. Yes, that's right, I did solo for the first ever time. Guess what round I got to? Round 6. I got to round 6 on the Giant and then I died. However, this eventually later on would make me want to keep playing and keep doing solo, because solo's just fun. I love solo. Like, I love co-op as well. Co-op's fine, but solo is just a nice chill vibe. Of course, as the DLCs came along and stuff, I was playing it with my secondary school friend group a lot. I remember Revelations actually came out on my birthday, October 6th, because of the 1 month exclusivity that used to be a thing. Of course, then I took a bit of a huge break from COD after Black Ops 3. I was playing R6 a lot, Rainbow Six Siege. This is when, around the Black Ops 3 period, was also when I was starting to get like invested in YouTubers. Some of the YouTubers I really liked around the time was Mr. T Let's Fly, which in my opinion has had the biggest fall off of any content creator in the zombie scene. Noah J, of course. I mean, literally my introduction to the Cod Zombies community is because of that man and his Discord server. We'll talk more about that later on towards Black Ops 4. Or we'll talk more about it in a minute, actually. Then you had the likes of like Mr. Dar JD, Mr. Waffles, a lot of UK-based zombie YouTubers, weirdly enough. I don't know why the zombies scene is primarily dominated by UK content creators, which I think is very interesting. Anyway, you're probably wondering, how did I get involved with the zombie scene? Well, it was Easter eggs for Charity 2, so it's like 2017. Was it 2017? It was either 2017 or 2018 Easter egg. It's 2017. Following the events of that, I thought, you know what? I'm going to join Noah's Discord server. Or I think I joined Noah J's Discord server months ago, but I didn't really talk much in it. So I saw some people talking in general, and I said, you know what? Like, hey, I should I should talk in here more often. And this guy, I remember his name. His name. It was like, now that's a supply drop, which is obviously based off the whole quartermaster guy at IW. He said to me, yeah, bro, you should talk a lot more. Like, it's chill here. So I ended up doing so, and over time I ended up making friends. Obviously, some of the other members you may know, like the likes of Hellshock, 77. I don't know if he goes 777 now or if it's just 77. I think it's just 77. But like Hellshock, Newbie Not, I'm Beastly, like a bunch of cool people I met, like generally fucking incredible people I met. Well, I met Beastly a little bit afterwards before meeting everybody else, but there's generally a lot of cool people I met. I remember somebody was along the names of like Boogie Boy as well, obviously, you know, based off the whole Boogie Boys shit. That person was really cool as well. There was a lot of cool people I met in the server. However, of course, like all good things, it kind of split off. But the cool thing about it is that was my introduction to the Cod Zombies community. The likes of Hellshock, the likes of Newbie Not, the likes of fucking Big Daddy Scopes. I'll include his name, and fucking why not? Those people really helped me kind of push myself into a group, like a group of people that I feel like I can belong in. And obviously, while I'm not as active, let's say, in that group anymore, I'm kind of just doing my own thing now, like how Miles is doing it across the Spider-Verse. I still pop in every now and then just to see how people are doing. I mean, like I said, if there's a Nintendo Direct happening, which funny enough, by the time this video goes out, there's either a Nintendo Direct has already passed. I'll like, you know, I'll chill with those boys like Hellshock and stuff, and just, you know, chill for like an hour or so. Like, I generally love hanging out with them. Obviously, I don't do it much now because, like I say, I'm busy doing my own thing. But I will say right now, with my time within the Zombies community, I don't regret a single thing. I don't think. And there's been a lot of bad things that's happened, but I don't think I regret a single thing within all of it. Anyway, let's go back to Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 I was so fucking hyped for, because beforehand I'd be playing a shit ton of Fortnite. I still play Fortnite now, by the way. I love Fortnite. Fortnite's fun, but I was getting really burned out of Fortnite. So at this point, I was so ready, and I mean so fucking ready to move on and grind Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 comes out, it's a broken mess. DLC 1 is awful. DLC 2 is alright, so Ancient Evil is pretty good. Dead of the Night shit. I like by the way, worth mentioning, I like Dead of the Night. I like Dead of the Night now. Dead of the Night's a good map. Ancient Evil is really good as well. But by the time we got to Alpha, Omega, and Tag, I'd been basically burnt out of COD. And I personally wouldn't come back to COD into Cold War. I technically came back midway through the Modern Warfare season, but that was because of Warzone and Warzone Resurgence. Anyway, Cold War. Cold War Zombies is generally my favourite version of zombies ever. And it was just so much fun. It was the first Zombies mode where I generally grinded the whole fucking year, and I actually got the mastery camo for. It's also the only Zombies mode I have done every single Easter egg of. And I'll say this right now, the Legion boss fight for the Outbreak first Easter egg, or the first Outbreak Easter egg, is a fucking difficult boss. I still wouldn't beat that guy solo, but I managed to do it co-op, so it's chill. But yeah, in terms of COD Zombies, I think COD Zombies has gone through a lot of periods. There's been very huge highs. Like, for example, the Moon Easter egg was a huge high. Revelations was a huge high. I'm going to say Tag was a huge high as well, because it kind of finished the Ether storyline. But it's obviously been a few lows. Obviously, Black Ops 4 as a whole was a huge low. A lot of the downtime periods are huge low right now. And I mean, right now, at this current moment, COD is on a decline. COD is not in a good space right now. And that reflects with COD Zombies as well. Not in a good spot. Now, I'm just hoping that COD Zombies keeps the potential and the greatness that I had from Cold War and just transfers it on to the very next game. Because I think Cold War is honestly the most perfect zombies game. And I know people are going to say, but what about Black Ops 3? Black Ops 3 has some flaws, and its biggest flaw in my opinion is the Gobblegum machine, because it makes the game way too easy. But you could be devil's advocate here and be like, well, doesn't the upgrades make Cold War easy? And they do. But Cold War is still pretty difficult towards the latter rounds, especially if you're doing something like Onslaught or even like Outbreak, where you don't really have like a solid wonder weapon like I forgot the gun for Marla's wonder weapon, the laser gun. But yeah, in general, I've loved Cold War. I love Zombies as a whole. Zombies has definitely gone through some shit, like some bad stuff. Like Transit's pretty bad. The Black Ops 4's launch was pretty bad within the community, and I'll tell you right now, the community fucking sucks in some regards. The community's good, but holy shit, are there some huge bad apples in the community. Like, it's really bad. Anyway, but for the most part, the community's chill. The games are great, minus Infection from AW. That map is just terrible. And honestly, I love this series. I really do love this series, and you'll probably see a lot more COD Zombies gameplay because I just love COD Zombies. It's definitely the game I go to play if I just want to basically empty my brain for an hour and I just want to kill some zombies. Generally, I love this series so much. It's, dare I say it, probably my autism hyperfixation. It's basically the mode that I spend a lot of time and information on. Anyway, that's all. That's all I kind of want to say about COD Zombies. Like I say, I'm gonna make type of videos. I'm gonna make this type of video for Kingdom Hearts, Halo, and Persona at some point. Persona 1 might be a little later than the others because I'm currently playing through the Persona games. I've done 5, but I'm currently playing through 3, and I'm going to be playing through 4. I'm also going to be getting Reload as well when it comes out next year. Free Reload. But yeah, that's about it, and I'll see you Muppets in the next video. Peace.